Welcome, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we're going to get into something really visually impressive. I think it was just the other day I heard a sculptor talking about their work. And it turns out they have some pretty strong opinions. You know, they're not ones to be chiseled. Haha.
Well, that's a good one.
Speaking of detailed craftsmanship, though, I'm Hari, and I'm joined today by Kimi.
Hey, everybody.
And we are both ready to dive deep into the history and artistry of the Kefermarkt Altarpiece.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Based on all this incredible material that you sent us, and I think our mission here is to really extract the most interesting and memorable parts of this late Gothic masterpiece from Upper Austria to give everybody listening a concise and enriching understanding of what makes it so special.
For sure. And it's located in this little parish church in Kefermarkt, and it's from around 1497. So, peak late Gothic.
Wow.
And it's super richly decorated. So there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
And it was commissioned by a knight named Christoph von Zelking.
Oh, wow. So, a knight had this made.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how cool is that?
That's really interesting.
And the central part of it has these incredible sculptures of Saints Peter Wolfgang and Christopher Kalla, which, tells you a lot about who people were venerating back then.
Right. And I was looking at the pictures too, and you see that it has these wing panels that can open and close.
Oh, yeah. Those wing panels depict scenes from the life of Mary, like a whole visual story.
It's still like a narrative element.
Exactly. And don't forget the superstructure, the part that goes above the main section.
Oh, right, right.
It's super intricate, and it has figures of Saints George and Florian.
Oh, wow. So they really included a lot of different saints in there.
Yeah, they did a pretty great job of representing a whole bunch of them. And here's something else that's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
We don't actually know who the artist was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just known as the master of the Kefermarkt Altarpiece.
Wow, that's so interesting.
I know, right?
Hmm.
And some scholars even think that there might have been at least two different sculptors who worked on the main sculptures.
Huh. That's a really cool thought.
It is right.
And it's incredible to think that this altarpiece has survived for so many centuries.
Oh, absolutely. But it's definitely gone through some changes, like the original paint and gilding are gone.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. But luckily it was restored in the 19th century by Adalbert Stifter, who recognized how important it was.
That's great that they were able to preserve it.
Absolutely. It's even been called one of the greatest achievements in late medieval sculpture in the German-speaking area.
Wow. That's a pretty huge title.
I know, right? It's really that amazing. And one of the most interesting parts is the upper right wing panel.
Okay, what's on that one?
Well, it shows the Annunciation, where the angel Gabriel appears to Mary.
Right.
And it's super detailed. Like Mary is kneeling at this prayer stool inside this cool half-open structure.
Oh, I see that in the picture.
And get this, the pillars of the structure had these figures on top of them that look like prophets from the Old Testament.
Huh. That's not something you see every day.
It's super unique. And then you have the angel Gabriel, like making a grand entrance, holding a scroll that actually says Ave Maria on it.
Wow, so you can read what he's saying.
Exactly. And then up in the corner, you have God the Father surrounded by clouds and angels.
Oh, wow. So it's like the whole Trinity is present in this one scene.
Right.
Wow.
And what's even cooler, there used to be a dove too, representing the Holy Spirit. But it's been lost over time.
Oh, that's too bad. But I guess that happens sometimes with really old artwork.
Yeah, it's part of what makes it so interesting, though, right? Thinking about all the layers of history and change it's gone through.
Absolutely. It's just remarkable that something like this has survived for so long and can still tell us so much about the past.
I know. And it really makes you wonder about the artists or artists who created it, right? Like, what were they thinking? What inspired them?
That's such a great point. It's like we get to see their work, but we don't know anything about them.
Exactly. It adds a whole other layer to appreciating it.
It does, Kimmy. This has been a truly fascinating deep dive. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us.
Of course, it's been my pleasure.
And to everyone listening, we hope you've enjoyed this exploration of the Kefermarkt Altarpiece and that you'll continue to discover and appreciate the incredible artistry and history that surrounds us.
Keep exploring, everyone.
See you all next time.